Namaste. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Mic check. Checking mic. Checking mic. Checking mic. Alright, let's try this. Should work. Okay, here we go. Writing invocations first. Ooh, it's really loud. Wow. This is a better mic than the one I'm used to. It's not a laptop mic. Maybe I should set that somewhere else. It doesn't vibrate. Let me just it's more powerful than I thought. So what should I do? Okay, so I'm gonna do a maneuver. And mic check. Okay, so that's better for me. Should be better for everybody else. First time anything is the hardest for me. I don't know what I'm doing because I've never done it before. First time, everything. Okay. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. There you go. Now, is the thing gonna vibrate every time I write? That's the only question. Who writes under a live streaming, right? Okay, here we go. Today is 2/9. How about if I mute now? I don't want to overuse. That could go really bad if I overuse it. Yeah, just I guess bear with the sound. You can mute the sound. Huh. Still thinking. Yeah, it's picking up so much sound. I didn't even realize. Alright, if it gets too bad, then I'll stop. But right now, I could deal with this. If you, because the sound is touching my ears too. If I'm vibrating the desk, it's gonna get to me as well. Yeah, this is much more natural than my last setup, for sure. Okay, just need to get used to it. How to get used to new things. Somebody should write a book about that, please. Alright, just give me a minute here. Takes me, gets me a little bit to get it started. Takes me a little bit. Here we go. Sorry. Mic check. Yeah, it's good. I could hear how I'm writing. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Om Shri Agnaya Namaha. Non-vibrating surface. Okay, so now I guess I'll write it twice, which reminds me I have to write Om Shri Agnaya Namaha. Om Shri Narasimhaya Namaha. I'm gonna write that one more time. Om Shri Narasimhaya Namaha. Om Shri Arjuna Karakine Namaha. Oops. Om Shri Subhadraya Namaha. Okay. Should be a little better. Fine tuning. Om Shri Sudarshana Chakraya Namaha. Okay, cool. Om Shri Jagannathaya Namaha. Okay. I should write that. I'll write it twice. Namaste. I'll write it again. Namaste. No, Shakha, no, Shalom. One more. No, Shakha, no, Shalom. Okay, and now Manantra. All I gotta say is the sound should be better than before. Shouldn't be worse. It's the bottom. That's the bottom line. That's all I need for now. After I heal, maybe I'll invest more. But yeah, my Hare Krishna chanting, that's permanent. That's until the day I die. I have to chant it for like an hour every day. Right now it's taking longer than an hour. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. My mantra. So I'm writing shlokas today. Found out that the maximum number of shlokas I could write is 7. And then my fingers, they don't move anymore. I mean, not as they become like zombies, literally. Like, no, we're done. You may find that it's not easy to write Sanskrit in this world. Okay. Hare, oops. I'll write that again. Sorry about that. Hare Krishna, Hare Balarama, Hare Duryodhana, Hare Yudhishthira. So let me write that one more time. This is probably the gun mantra. I'll write it one more time. Sorry. It's good that I write it again. It's that important. About 1,000 years ago, there were no guns. The existence of guns has changed everything, pretty much. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Alright, so maybe I won't write 5 shlokas. Maybe I'll write, 7. Maybe I'll just write 5, not 7. 5. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Balarama, Hare Duryodhana, Hare Yudhishthira. Okay, so now the Hindi version. If you say the Sanskrit version, the Hindi version works for 100 and if you say it 4 times in a row, it works for 108 times. I'll demonstrate a part of it. I won't do 108. I do that twice a week. That's enough for me. Okay. One more. Same thing. This is the shortened version. Once again, ha, guru, ha, ba, taking the first character from each word. Ha, do, ha, you. Some Kali Yuga spelling. Reality cannot keep up, so it just takes in the first character. Something like that. Oh, sorry, mic is over here now. But this reality is too fatigued. This reality is too fatigued to listen to the entire Sanskrit. So if you say this 4 times, you could say that for 108 times, and yeah, that's how things work in Kali Yuga. Nobody knows that. Nobody knew that, or nobody knows that. Things work a lot differently in Kali Yuga than all the other yugas combined. Haka Bahadoyo, this could not have worked even 5,000 years ago. And it's now, I'm holding on to this for my dear life. Kali Yuga spelling. Ha, gra, ha, ba, ha, do, ha, you. Taking the first character from each word, because in this reality, it's too fatigued to listen to all the other sounds. Repetitious. So I'll demonstrate. So I'll say this 4 times, and then I'll utter this 18 times. Hare Krishna, Hare Bama, Hare Duryodhana, Hare Yudhishthira. 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 Hakabalu, 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 Hakabalu. Okay, I just did it 13 times plus times 2, 26 times. So yeah, that's how it works in this yuga. Okay. So now shlokas, let me check what I did last time. Chapter 6, beginning at shloka 9, that's today. Let me write that fast. 6, 9. And I'll write at least 5, maximum 7. I cannot physically write more than 7, at least for now, or at least until I heal. It's very straining. It takes spiritual energy to write Sanskrit. That's probably why a lot of people freak out. I used to do this in public. I used to just write the Hare Krishna mantra in public. People used to freak out. Not any Sanskrit. If I did this in public, I will probably get stabbed. Something to think about. No, I don't want to think about that. Okay. Okay, Shloka 9, Chapter 6, Shashatva. So it's Chashutwa. Pancha is fine. That's easy to remember for some people. If you have a pronounced past life, Pancha is 5, and that should like click with your brain. Go, huh? That sounds familiar. Pancha means 5. Well, did I hear that before? Not in this life. No, if you're not Indian, that means, Pancha means 5. Tira means 3. Very close. Tira means 3. Or sometimes they say 3. Tiri, tiri. I don't think it's tiri. Tira, tira. Prata is 1, or there's another, whatever. Okay. So, Namaste. Sorry. I'll think of something to, work against the vibration, because now, I could hear it too. Suhurana mitrang ryudang asi namatya sutade veshya banantushwa. That's good enough for writing. Su. Hura. Should have been a little longer. Okay. Suhurana mitrang. Mitrang ryudang. Si namatyam. Namatya. Weak. Sorry. Tia Satan de Veshoya. Satan. Duven. Duven Shoya. My shit was a little bigger. Okay, whatever. Veshoya. Banantushu. At the end. Oh. Imagine that. You did all the work, and at the end, happens all the time in the real world. I don't think it used to be always like that. Say like 10,000 years ago. That was rare. That means like you really have bad karma. Now that's like normal. Everybody has bad karma. Suhurana mitra ryudang si namatyasa tadave shuya banutushu. Oh, one thing I found is that if you write like a difficult word like that, if you write it, you will pronounce it at least 10 times better, 20 times better. Yeah, 20 times better than when you hadn't written it. So after you write that difficult word, this is, 10, 20 something, 23 syllables or something like that. And once you write it, it becomes easier, 20 times easier to say it. Suhurana mitra ryudang asi namatyasa tadave shuya banantushu. Somewhere in your brain goes, oh yeah, it's whatever. Welcome to the world of Sanskrit. Yeah. Okay. Satu shivapi. What did Jesus said? To the more, more will be given. To the rich, more will be given. to the poor what even he has will be taken away from. I'm paraphrasing, but that, yeah, if you know a little Sanskrit, more will be given. According to some people in like the NSA, one of those agencies, everybody has a special gift, like special. I don't even know what that means, but what I do on YouTube is my stuff. Oh, I forgot to say it. See, before you write Sanskrit, if you say the word before you write, it makes it 10 times easier to write than if you if you want to say it. So Sang to Shivapi, I should have said it. The quality is even poorer. The quality is even poorer. 짱, 짱, 빠빼슈. 사마부두 틀비시 후였대. They connect, yeah. There are now like different variations of Sanskrit characters. No good, no bueno. There can be only one or two maybe, but that's about it. There cannot be any variations of ancient Sanskrit. Are you kidding me? You know what? I'll write that again. The ta is one of them. You're not supposed to connect the first one, but you're supposed to connect the second part. Right, how do I write this? Can I put it in there? Yes. Sa ma bu. So this is the correct or the official way to write the ta, as far as I could tell. That's it. All the others are variations, are made up. I mean, if you could write better than me, that, whatever. You're not supposed to connect the first one, but you're supposed to connect the second one. The variation nowadays is they're not even connecting the second one. That's no bueno. Sanskrit police. Grammar police. There should be Sanskrit police. Like, this is against the rules. You're trying to. What are you trying to gentrify ancient Sanskrit that's been around for millions of years, Okay. Sa Tushiba Japa Beshu Samabuddha Tilbishu. That shio looks like a beer, but can I live with that? Okay. Suhurana Mitrang Ryudang Si Namatyasa Tadabeshuya Banu Tushu Sa Tushiba Japa Beshu Samabuddha Tilbishu. That's 9. I cannot write that. Maybe I can. I cannot close it, but I could do that. Okay. So now 10. Maybe I'll just write 5, maybe 6. Yeah, that's a really difficult word. I don't even know how I wrote it so easily. And that's when I go, okay, time to take a little break. I don't even know what I did. What am I writing there? But if you showed this to any Indian, he'll, oh wow, like, you know, he might think that the person who wrote it is his Indian. This is an Indian guy who wrote it. No, no, no. He's actually Korean. American citizen now. So yeah, this mic is a lifesaver. Thank you, Mike. My sound quality was horrible while I was writing, and even Kabbalah prayers, the sound quality was horrible. And I'm starting to pronounce all the words better. You know, like ana bekoak kedula emineka datul jerulong. The advice that I got was make it as round sounding as 3D sounding as possible. Do not make it sound flat. Even the Chinese told me that. Anyway. Sanskrit is so much easier for me because you don't have to think about those things. It's more, in a way, it's very, very left-brained. Like, you know, if you know Sanskrit, you'll probably make a very good computer programmer, at least. Okay, 여기 윤지땅, sorry, 윤지땅. I should just leave it alone. 윤지땅. 사자타마타마남. Oh, after this is ASMR. Sorry, my schedule is all messed up for today. So the order of writing is important, but if you messed up and if you don't have to write, say like, if you could fix it by going back, then it's okay. Sorry, the mic is right there. I just like, thank you, God. It's coffee, yay. How about alcohol? No, I'm just kidding. No, I did not make that out of thin air. It was not, I made it before the session started. I swear. Rahasi. Sutitahu. Ooh, see, I messed up, but I could fix it because there's still space there, and I could do that, and then mean, if it's too ugly, I'll write it over. But no, it's good. I shouldn't have touched it. Ekanki. Yatta Chatata Ataman. Oh. Yatta Chitta Chittata Atama. Sorry. Yatta Chittata Atama. Give me 1 second. No, I'm good. Yatta Chittata Ataman. Ma. Okay. Nira Shira Parigraha. 1 second. Nira Shira Parigraha. Shiram Parigraha. Thankfully, Sanskrit writing is incredibly intuitive. So if you have an IQ of 135 or higher, you might want to learn how to write this just for your salvation. Anyway. 여기 윤지담 사다타마타마남 다하시 스티타흐 에까기 야타치타타마 니라시라 파리그라하흐. Double checking. Yeah, okay. That's 10. So maybe I'm not gonna write 7. 7 is a lot. Right. 11 now. Maybe 3 more. 3 or 4 more. That's it. Yeah, been writing for 40 minutes. Oh. All right. Here we go. Shu Jiao, Shu Jiao. Right. Shu Jiao, Desha, Desha. Shit, I shouldn't have. I gotta stop writing over. It's like OCD. Yeah. Patisha Tuya Piam. beyond. Satirama sanamata manaha. Ramasa. Namata manaha. Okay. Na na tiyutu chritam. Chritam. This is gonna be a trip. So something like that. And then I have to go back up. Wow, look at that. Chritam. Oops. Na tiyutu chritam. Okay. Na tinicam. Na ti ni jam. Jaila jina kushot tarama. Jaila jina kushot tarama. Jaila jina kushot tarama. Okay. Jaila jina kushot tarama. Tutta. Okay. Shucham desham Patishatoya Pia Satirama Sanama Manaha Na Tiyutu Charitam Na Tini Jam Jaila Jinakushota Tarama. Okay. Just double checking. Jinakushota. Yeah, cool. This has to be a little more curved. Alright. Fourth shloka of the day. Shloka 12, chapter 6, Tantraikagram. Tantrai. Kagram. Manaha. Kritavan. Yata Chitta Tanandriya Kriyaha. Yata Chitta Tanandriya Kriyaha. Okay. Tutta. Oh, sorry. Chitta Tanandriya. Kriyaha. Okay. Upabhi Shyasane. Upabhi Shyasane. Ah. Upam. Yeah, could live with. I could live with that. Upabhi Shya. San Shya. San. Yunjya Diyogama Dhamma Vishuddhaya. You. This is a really tricky one. Okay, that's the best I could do. Yunjya. I am not gonna touch that. That's gonna only mess it up. If I over like, ooh, something has happened. Sorry, something just bumped. Yunjia. Yunjia Dioga Matama Vishuddhaya. Dioga Mata Ma Vishuddhaya. Should Taye. Okay. Tatraika gram manah kratavang yatachit tenandri yakuriyah upapishya sane yunjya diogama tamapishuddhaye. So that's 12. So I'm gonna write at least one more. I wonder what that loud noise was. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break. It was a thud. I don't know where that thud came from. So yeah, I used to do this in public, and a few times I think somebody tried to stab me. I'm not kidding. How am I still alive? I'm barely alive. Nobody could tell. It's probably why I get stereotyped all the time, thinking like, oh, he's not barely alive. That's the way he is. No, no, no. That's a different person you're thinking of. I actually suffer through something that I shouldn't have survived from to this day. I mean, I ended up doing this on YouTube. Let's just say I got kicked out of public areas. So I ended up doing it here. It's still not easy, but it's better than being in public. You might get if you're writing this in public, you might get stabbed nowadays, for sure. It's just a matter of when, like how many minutes, how many hours, how many minutes did it take? Oh, 3 minutes of writing Sanskrit, and somebody tried to stab him, and within 3 minutes, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Okay, here we go. Samam. Okay. Man, trying to be presentable. So, samam. Kaya shirogrivam. Kuro. Shirogrivam. Okay. Tarayanana chalam. Yanana chalam. Satiraha. Oh, this is already my 5th one. Cool. Samam Prakushoya. Nasikagram. So, showing some signs of fatigue. Sivam. Dishashechana Balokayana. Dishashechana Balokayana. Disha. Shechan. 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 No. Balokayana. Yeah, I think this is it. Yana. Okay. So yeah, that's it. I'm not writing anymore. Samam Kayashiro Grivam Tara Yananachalam Satiraha. Samam Kayashiro Grivam Tara Yananachalam Satiraha. Samam Prakoshvoya Nasika Gram Sivam Dishashachana Balokayana. One more. Samam Kayashiro Grivam Tara Yananachalam Satiraha. Samam Prakoshvoya. You know what it is. The prayer looks too much like a moon. Okay. Samam Kaya, and I'm gonna read the translation right after this. Samam Kayashiro Grivam Tara Yananachalam Satiraha. Samam Prakoshvoya Nasika Gram Sivam Hishashechana Balokayana. Alright, that passed. Okay, cool. That's enough. I'm not reading Sanskrit, I'm writing Sanskrit. Okay, now the writing is over. I'm just gonna read the translation for today's shlokas. Starting at 9, I'll just point at it while maybe I'll just put it like there. So 9 right now. If I could find it. When I could find it. It's a matter of when, not if. Not anymore. It's not if anymore. It's a matter of when. Can I find it, please? Okay, cool. chapter 6, shloka 9. The yogis look upon all, well-wishers, friends, foes, the pious, and the sinners, with an impartial intellect. The yogi, who is of equal intellect toward friend, companion, and foe, neutral among enemies and relatives, and unbiased between the righteous and sinful, is considered to be distinguished among humans. Okay, now 10. Those who seek the state of yoga, they spelled it all, yoga. Those who seek the state of yoga should reside in seclusion, constantly engaged in meditation with a controlled mind and body, getting rid of desires and possessions for enjoyment. That's 10. Now 11. There's 3 left. To practice yoga, one should make an asana. They spelled it all like weird. They shortened everything. To practice, like instead of yoga, they just yoga. To practice yoga, one should make an asana or seat in a sanctified place. I'm gonna read it. I am so sorry. To practice yoga, one should make an asana, a seat, in a sanctified place by placing kusha grass, deerskin, and a cloth, one over the other. The asana should be neither too high nor too low. Okay, 12 and 13 is combined. I don't like it when they do that, but so that'll be these two combined. 12 and 13. Here we go. Seated firmly on it, the yogi should strive to purify the mind by focusing it in meditation with one-pointed concentration, controlling all thoughts and activities. He must hold the body, neck, and head firmly in a straight line and gaze at the tip of the nose without allowing the eyes to wander. Okay, that's it. Thank you. ASMR next. I'm gonna take a quick break, but since I started so late because I was doing real life stuff, so thank you. Have a good day. ASMR's next. Thank you. Namaste. Na shakha. Na shalom.